Hi, Amie. How you doing?
Hi, Karen. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, good. So I thought we just put together this little video of a chatting between us to tell all the volunteers who want to be part of the School Career Guidance Committee what it's like to volunteer with activities with the kids and the schools and so on. My name is Karen Sinza. I'm a production technologist working for Equinor for carbon capture and storage. And I have about 14 years of experience in the industry, mainly oil and gas. But for the last 2 years, I've been doing carbon capture. And I've been volunteering with SP Aberdeen for the last 4 years or so. Um, Being the last 2 years, I've been part of the School Career Guidance Committee as a chair, and we've been doing amazing activities.
Hi, I'm Amie Dornan. I am a senior process engineer for a consultancy company called Kent. I have just over 14 years experience, and I've been volunteering with SPE since 2017, from various roles through the Young Professionals Committee as the vice chair, the chair, and now sitting on the board as the vice chair for a Schools Career Guidance Committee. So STEMovators are a brilliant organisation, one of my favourite organisations to work with. They've been around for, I think, 40 odd years. So on sparking curiosity and building STEM skills by providing exciting and fun activities for schools and teachers across Scotland. Try and inspire some of the next generation to get into STEM careers. This event here was their Northeast Scotland celebration event, the first thing I did with them last year. So this was focused on climate change. It was a series of small challenges, I think about 15 minutes per group. It was lots of fun, as you can see in the photo. I'll be attending this year's one again in May, but their kind of flagship event is the Hydrogen Car Challenge or the Hydrogen Challenge. So the kids design and build a hydrogen car from Lego pieces and have a little hydrogen fuel cell. They then have to race them to see whose car goes the furthest. So that's lots of fun and also an event that we sponsor as SPE.
I want to talk a little bit about TechFest because they are one of the organizations that we collaborate with quite a lot. And TechFest, they are also an amazing organization has been in the Northeast for at least 20 years or so. And we do help them with volunteers, but also we sponsor a couple of their events. And they do have lots of activities to reach kids, not only in primary schools, but also in secondary. And there is actually two events that are my favorite ones that Understanding the Pipeline is one of my favorite ones. Actually, this year they are turning 20 years doing this event. What they're doing here is it's directed for kids that are in the last year of school. What they do is they give them a real life oil and gas project, and they just get basically data as if they were professionals, and they have to develop this development plan. It runs over 3 months, from September to December. And it's amazing because these kids that have no knowledge on oil and gas, they get all this information, they absorb it in a couple of weeks, and then they come up with a fantastic development plan. Like some of them, they could be actually working in the industry. So we sponsor that with SPE, and I love it. And there is lots of opportunities to volunteer with it because there is so many kids. I think last year they have something like 19 groups, and they have 6 schools on the 19 groups. So there's a lot of kids, and then you have the option to meet up with them online or in person in the schools, and then support them all throughout the project. So that's one of many. Second favorite one is maths into the energy mix. And they do a couple of these every year, and this is addressed more for kids of S3, which is around 13 to 14 years old. and they bring them to a full day workshop, and they bring kids from different schools, and they mix them all around. So you don't see it with the kids don't see it with the same school, but they just get to interact with other kids that they are not used to, and they have to work in a project where they are trying to quantify what is the energy requirement of a little village, and they look into what they can provide to in terms of energy to accomplish those targets of energy. And it's super nice because they make them think of, okay, we need energy, how many gigabytes per hour do we need for so many people, but also where is this energy going to be coming from? Could be coming from wind, could be coming from oil and gas, could be coming from solar. So it's a very nice basic way to put the concept of energy out there. But the beauty of it is that they have to use maths to do these calculations. So it's a great way for getting all into maths. And the beauty of it is, us as volunteers, we just go there and then we follow them through their journey for the whole day. But also, we do get to play games, STEM games with them. So it's a beautiful project to participate. So I just love TechFest. They are such a bunch of nice people. Yeah.
I encourage everyone to get involved in volunteering. Not everyone's aware of the energy industry. It affects us all. So why not promote it, tell people what it's about, get kids involved. Our SCG group are very enthusiastic, and it's great to be a role model, support young people. Think about when you were young, who did you have as a role model growing up? I think being able to inspire the next generation of kids, especially females, to go into engineering and science, maths roles is I just think that's fantastic. There definitely isn't enough role models for that sort of thing. As it says here, there's an enormous sense of satisfaction when you're, see the wonder on kids' faces, or someone says they want to be an engineer or they want to be a scientist or whatever when they grow up. I just find that very rewarding. For a lot of people's professional development, continuous professional development is very important for chartership and things for their professional institutions. So any volunteering to do with STEM will fulfill that those community aspects of these professional membership applications. For those people that don't necessarily have that much confidence when it comes to speaking to people of all ages and ranges, I think it's a great thing to build your confidence, to do presentations, to do workshops. You don't have to do those things, but the opportunities are there to build those skills if you would like to.
I think it's all a great opportunity to grow as a person, as a professional. So all very welcome. Gillian is a beautiful person who helped us a lot with SPE, and she helped us to coordinate all the activities that we have for volunteering. So if you are interested, and I highly suggested that you will be,
Get involved.
just get in touch. Yeah, get involved. Just contact Gillian. Let her know that you are available for volunteering, your availability and preferred location, and then we can take it from there. So
just also that we don't require any sort of minimum commitment. You can help out with as much or as little as you can. Volunteering is voluntary at the end of the day. Happy to have help wherever we can.
And lastly, we do recommend for our volunteers to be STEM ambassadors if possible, but this is not a requirement to come and volunteer. The only requirement to come and volunteer is that you wanted to do it. So don't feel that not being a STEM ambassador is a stopper. We wanted you to be, because it's great, but if you haven't had the chance, please still reach out